Imagine a community of nuns and monks, living peacefully, studying and practicing the Buddhist teachings, and sharing the values of wisdom and compassion with all beings for generations to come.
While thousands of such places flourish throughout Asia, they are rare and precious in the West. Thus, Sravasti Abbey is among the first of its kind, an American monastic community where aspiring monks and nuns and guest lay students can learn to practice the Buddha's pure Dharma.
Since the Buddha's time, the Sangha, ordained nuns and monks, have traditionally been the ones to preserve the teachings for future generations. Establishing a thriving American Sangha community is key to the Dharma taking root in the West. The Sravasti Abbey community and our friends around the world are committed to fulfill the Abbey's slogan, creating peace in a chaotic world.
Bhikshuni Thupten Chudran founded Sravasti Abbey in Newport, Washington in 2003. The Abbey's mission is to nurture a flourishing monastic community where learning and practicing the Buddha's ancient teachings cultivates peace in the hearts of the residents and visitors, and by extension, in the world. And while monastic training is the focus, lay visitors are welcome at the Abbey, where they receive the teachings, meditate, and live in spiritual community.
A native of the U.S., Venerable Chudran trained in Asia for many years, receiving novice vows in 1977 and full ordination in Taiwan in 1986.
Her teachers include His Holiness the Dalai Lama, Senshap Serkang Rinpoche, Lama Zopa Rinpoche, and Lama Thupten Yeshe, among others. Venerable Chudran teaches Buddhist philosophy and meditation worldwide. Her numerous books are published in many languages and read around the world.
Under Venerable Chudran's wise and compassionate direction, Sravasti Abbey aspires to imbue all our activities with the motivation to benefit others.
At its founding in 2003, the Abbey had just 3 residents, 2 cats and 1 nun, Venerable Chudran. The Abbey ordained its first novice nun in 2006, and the monastic population has grown steadily. Today, there are 5 monastics with at least 2 more ordinations expected within the year. Lay people also come to live at the Abbey on a short-term or a long-term basis, some to explore monastic life, others to offer service to the Sangha. Currently, 11 people live here full-time.
Meanwhile, the Abbey's public Dharma programs have grown as well. Our retreats, courses, and guest teachings draw ever-increasing numbers of both lay students and prospective monastics. These numbers often exceed our capacity. We regularly see 25 or more people living in facilities built for 6. The need to expand our facilities became obvious. We agreed to build a monastic residence to give the resident community room to grow and to free up existing space for our many guests. Thus, the vision of Gotami House was born. As a residence for 12 or even 16 nuns, it will greatly expand our capacity to offer the Buddha's teachings.
The Abbey is located in a rural area where building means adding new infrastructure, a service road, power, and water and septic systems. We needed to remodel the kitchen and dining area, which we completed in the spring of 2008. We also need to provide accommodations for our visiting teachers. Many esteemed lamas come to teach at the Abbey, and currently we have no room to house them. Their only option is to stay with our neighbors 7 miles away. We decided to build a 2-room retreat cabin that could serve as a home for visiting guest teachers and their attendants or translators, and could also provide a place for lay and monastic practitioners to do long retreat.
The whole project, kitchen dining remodel, monastic residence, retreat cabin, and required infrastructure, will cost an estimated $1.1 million. Early in 2008, with support from many friends of Sravasti Abbey, we launched a campaign to turn the plan for Gotami House into reality. Enlivened by the vision of a monastic community in America, people from all over the world have pitched in. Here's what we've accomplished so far.
Planning started in mid-2007, leading to the hiring of an architect, Tim Wilson, contractor, Thomas Orgula, and an engineer, Kevin Kazel. Meticulous thought and careful planning led to a highly functional and ecologically sustainable design. As the snow thawed that winter, the phones rang and the paper flew. The new team got busy putting the project together. Friends of Sravasti Abbey launched the A Step Towards Peace campaign, a special fundraising effort to finance the new construction. From the very start came an outpouring of goodwill and generosity, and by the time construction began, we had raised half of the necessary funds.
June 10 marked the actual start of the construction phase. After an auspicious and unseasonable storm, tractors rolled in and cut a new service road upon the meadow. A month later, they brought the power in and the building permit was granted. A flock of large machines rumbled up the new road, and by the end of July, excavation for the foundation was complete. Crews then moved quickly to pour the foundation and slab. Next, framing began in early September, just as the water system crew started installing the tanks that will supply water to present and future Abbey buildings. The trusses and windows were in by late October, with plumbing and wiring being finished shortly thereafter. The exterior siding and insulation came just in time for the big snow. Now, in the early months of 2009, the drywall is in, and we begin the many detailed steps to complete the building. Our contractor tells us that once the outside is complete, we are halfway done with the building.
As you can see, together and with your help, we've accomplished so much. But to get this far, we have spent nearly all of the $640,000 offered in 2008, and there's still much more to do. Virtually all of the interior work, from hanging doors to putting in the floors, plumbing, lighting, and cabinetry, all still need to be done in Gotami House. We still need to install 2 new septic fields, and the retreat cabin itself has barely begun, just a foundation on which the home for guest teachers and retreatants will someday rest. For Gotami House and the building project to fulfill its purpose, to provide a home for the Sangha to sustain the Dharma in the U.S. and the world, we must raise the remaining $470,000 in 2009.
The human family is more interrelated than ever before, and our collective actions wield tremendous power. The seeds of love, compassion, and wisdom are still alive within us all, and by nurturing them, we can individually and collectively create peace in our chaotic world. The Buddha's message of wisdom and compassion is a timely one, but its existence in the West is fragile.
For the message to continue and be heard, we need well-trained monastics to preserve and spread the Dharma. This is a goal of Sravasti Abbey, and we invite you to help us. To finish this monastic residence, Gotami House, Sravasti Abbey invites your gift and your prayers to begin to root the Dharma in America. Help Sravasti Abbey build a home for the Sangha to sustain the Buddha's teachings for thousands of years.
Go to asteptowardspeace.org to learn more or to make your donation online.
At Sravasti Abbey, we are living a life of generosity, and we repay your kindness by offering the Buddha's teachings freely.
You can join us on the web for audio, video, or transcripted teachings, or sign on for weekly teachings streamed live over the internet. Better still, come visit. There are many opportunities for retreats, teachings, and offering service throughout the year. Go to shravastiabbey.org or tuptanchildren.org.
Join Sravasti Abbey in practicing to create peace in a chaotic world.